Oh my God. Number 10 is your number when it comes to numerology, my gorgeous Leone, which means that at around the beginning of this week, oh my God, you're going to be so happy. You are going to be so excited. You're going to be so delighted. You know, such a big weight is about to be lifted off your shoulders, my gorgeous Leone. At around the beginning of this week, you are going to have this amazing news, You will know that financially you are going to be absolutely fine. There is like some kind of financial reward coming to you. In terms of finances, you are going to be over the moon, okay? So there is some kind of money on its way to you, my gorgeous Leone, and you are gonna be aware of it most certainly right at the beginning of this week, because you are going to have a big reason to celebrate. It's not only about money, it's not only about finances, it's about lots of things that have been affected, you know, throughout this process at the same time, okay? There are lots of things that have been affected through this particular situation. When it comes to your life right now, there were certain things that you were worrying quite a lot about, you know. When it comes to your future, there were like a few things that you were worrying about, and this in itself, it's so oh my God sorry, and this in itself is going to answer your question. You know, it's not only about money, it's not only about finances, but it's more about this absolutely mind-blowing moment of clarity that you're actually going to have. Absolutely brilliant. So this is what I need you to understand, that at around the beginning of this week, this is what you're going to become aware of. You know, this important news regarding your finances and regarding your financial situation. There is some kind of money coming to you. You know, there is some kind of money coming towards you, okay? But this is really a lot to do with lots of other problems that you have been going through. As I said, you were worrying a lot about your life and you were worrying a lot about your future. So that's why right now you are going to have a major reason to celebrate. Oh my God, you know, because you were worrying about it quite a lot and ever so often. This is absolutely brilliant. This is gonna do you so good, my gorgeous Leone. It's gonna happen right at the beginning of this week. And so that's why this week, you know, you are going to be full of energy. You really are coming home to yourself. You will be able to feel things again. You will be able to be full of energy. Please don't get me wrong when I say that you will be able to feel things again. I think that there were certain things that you were worrying about lately so much, ever so often. And when we worry about certain things ever so often, it really does messes up our personal balance, and it does reflect on our spirituality quite a lot. It feels like there is like a dark cloud above us, but it also feels like there is a dark cloud, you know what I mean, and really dark energy all around us, so we are not able to see things crystal clear. So after this moment in time, all this is about to change, my gorgeous Leone. This is going to have a really beautiful impact on you and on your life in general. As I said, you're going to have a big reason to celebrate to start with. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. And you know, you're going to start to become really excited. There are going to be lots of little realizations that you are going to have, what you want to do, what you want to try. But it's not only about realizations that you're going to have for the first time. It's about you being reminded also at the same time of certain things that you wanted to do, that you wanted to start, you know, that you wanted to connect to. But maybe there were other problems and certain situations that you were going through. They didn't didn't allow you to do this, so you were like kind of a little bit stuck in a limbo just for a while. Maybe just for like about the last months or so, you felt like kind of stuck in a limbo a little bit, because it was all about maybe waiting for certain news and waiting for certain information which is going to set you free, which is going to liberate you. That's right, you're about to liberate, you're about to be set free. Okay, you're about to become free spirit again, which is absolutely brilliant. So you're also going to realize, my gorgeous Leonie, that after that moment in time, now it's time to take charge of your life. Okay, now it's time to take charge of your life. You know, now it's time to do what you weren't able to do before. Now it's time to focus on what you weren't able to focus on before. Things are about to become crystal clear. Just remember, my gorgeous Leonie, now it's time to take charge of your own life. You know, you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your life. You need to protect your energy. Now it's time to set the boundaries. By that I mean you are gonna realize which major choice in life you need to make. And this major choice that you're gonna realize, it's about you making this really important and a really big commitment. This commitment, it's like, oh my God, not only instantly going to be rewarding to you, but it's also going to straight away turn your life around. This commitment that you are gonna make, you know, you're gonna take this very, very seriously. It's just something that you were thinking about before, something that was on your mind for absolute ages, something that you realized such a long time ago that you want to do, that you need to do, that you have to do. It's to do with your life, it's to do with your lifestyle, it's to do with your optimism, it's to do with your happiness. Oh my God, it's really to do with your life and the way you are gonna live your life after this moment in time. You're stepping into something so sacred here. You're stepping into something so big. I'm telling you honestly that you're gonna be reminded of this. It's about you being reminded of this major commitment you wanted to make. Do you understand what I mean? Major commitment in life, but it's gonna reflect on your lifestyle, you know, and the way you're gonna live your life. You know, things are gonna change. There are beautiful things that are gonna be happening to you on daily basis through this that are not happening to you now. You will be enjoying every single day in your life in a completely different way. Instead of waiting for certain days or certain time to enjoy yourself, I mean, this major commitment you're gonna make, you're gonna create such a beautiful life for yourself where you're gonna enjoy not only every day, not only every hour, but every single minute of your journey on this earth. Oh my God, like this is really kind of getting the maximum of what you can actually achieve, you know, on this earth. So I take my hat off to you, my gorgeous Leonie, because this is going to be something really major. Okay, so when it comes to this major commitment that you're going to be reminded of doing, just remember, it's to do with your life, it's to do with your lifestyle. This is going to reflect on your life and on your lifestyle, and you weren't able to do this before, or maybe you weren't confident to do this before. You were waiting for this green light, and now your green light has arrived, my gorgeous Leonie, and this is something which is going to turn your life around immediately. Immediately after that moment in time, you're going to start seeing things in your life from a completely different perspective, because this really is going to become your main priority. It's exactly how it should be, because this is going to lead towards your own life, towards your life of happiness. You're going to be so happy. Oh my God, you are doing something incredible here, and this is what you need to remember. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, when it comes to the beginning of this week, you know, like you are really going to come across this problem, this burden, this burden. One particular person is going to give you lots of problems. There is one particular person who you feel very connected to, who is going to be creating some kind of problems to you, and you're not going to like it. And I think that that person has been creating problems to you for a while. It's only lately it has become like really, really intense, I suppose, in between you and somebody else. Only lately it became like really, really intense. So now you are going to really kind of, you know, run into another problem when it comes to that particular person, and you really are gonna feel under so much pressure. You're not gonna like this energy anymore. It's not gonna feel good to you. It's not gonna feel natural to you. It's almost gonna be like some kind of energy that you don't want to be around anymore. You just want to escape it as soon as you possibly can. And as soon as you escape this energy, then you feel so much better. And that's why you're gonna feel so confused, because you're gonna realize that you cannot live your life like this, or you don't want to carry on living your life like this, you know. And and again, you know, you're 100% right. You're spot on. You are doing the right thing when it comes to this as well, because that's not a way to live if something or someone makes you feel in this particular way. So you're gonna run into some kind of a burden when it comes to all this. And I can see you going to talk to somebody, and then I can see you talking to somebody else about it, and then, you know, I suppose you're gonna be talking to other people about it. You're gonna open your heart and you're gonna honestly say how you feel. And sometimes that's all we need to do, my gorgeous Leonie. We just need to open our heart, and we just need to let other people or certain people know how we feel, and then they feel us in, you know, the way we want to be feel in, or the way we need to be feel in, or the way we feel that we need to be feeling. You know what I mean? It really depends when it comes to this exchange of information that you have in between you and these other people who you're gonna be talking to about, because something really wonderful is going to come out of it. And I know that you are gonna realize certain things are gonna be confirmed to you when it comes to that person, and certain things you're going to realize, which is ever so important. Your mind is going to open when it comes to that, and you're gonna become extremely determined to go to that person and resolve that problem and resolve that issue. And you know what? Not only you're gonna resolve that problem, not only you're gonna resolve that issue, but something is gonna bring you and that person even closer together. Absolutely brilliant indeed. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, do you know what? It's like, when it comes to the mid part of this week, something very unusual is going to happen. You're going to see some kind of a beautiful, gorgeous flower. I know. You're gonna see some kind of a beautiful, gorgeous flower at around the mid-week. And you're gonna be thinking, oh my God, this flower is so beautiful. This flower is so gorgeous, you know. This flower is so magnificent. And then there is something going to be so special about it. There is something going to be so different about it. There is something going to be so unique about this flower. And then suddenly, you're just going to realize, my gorgeous Leonie, when you see this flower, something is just going to kind of have this readjustment within you. You are just going to kind of, boom, you're just going to realize, like, it's just so difficult to explain, but you're just going to kind of reconnect with yourself at such a spiritual level. And now suddenly you're going to, oh my God, whoa, you're going to realize, you're going to be reminded, oh, like, I know it sounds crazy, you see this beautiful flower, and now suddenly you're reminded of something. Suddenly you're going to be reminded of this idea that you've had, something that you're so passionate about. Suddenly you're going to be reminded of this idea that you've had for a while, something that you're so passionate about. Now you seeing this flower, it's not only an omen, it's not only such a powerful sign, but this is also going to take things on a whole new level. You're going to get some kind of confidence through that as well, to follow your inspiration and to do what you need to do when it comes to that particular idea. That idea is just so important. There is so much more to this idea, something that you're so passionate about, something that you're so passionate about doing. But the moment in time you start doing this, it really depends what exactly you're going to be reminded of here. But the moment in time you start doing this, my gorgeous Leonie, you're going to realize that you are already halfway there. I know it sounds really strange, but the moment in time you do something about this idea, because you are going to make some kind of a step, you are going to do something, and then within the next few days you're going to realize, like, you're going to have such a pleasant surprise, and you're going to realize that you are already a kind of halfway there, you know. So this is going to be one magnificent, magnificent, magnificent surprise indeed. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, at around the midweek, you're going to realize, I know that this is going to sound really strange and really weird, but it's like to do with few different people kind of arguing. It's to do with few different people not getting on. It's to do with few different people not liking each other whatsoever. And you're going to be looking at this group of people. It's just like a little bit of an unpleasant experience that you're gonna have, and you're gonna be looking at these few different people like arguing and not getting on, and the energy is gonna be so horrible, the energy is gonna be so negative, the energy is not it's not gonna be nice at all. And then you're gonna realize, you know what, I don't want to be around these people anymore, and you're gonna make this important decision, you know, to kind of remove yourself from this type of people, you know, from this type of situations. It's important to remove yourself from this type of people and this type of situations, because the more you spend the time around people who are arguing and really unpleasant to each other, the more this negative energy is going to get you, and it's going to start affecting you in a really negative way. Well, you need to make sure it's like you're doing the right thing by walking away from this type of people, because you're going to realize, I just can't deal with this, you know. And that's absolutely spot on, the right thing to do. You will protect yourself, you will protect your life again, and you will protect your energy. What we need to do, and what we need to make sure that we actually do, is to spend the time in our lives, you know, with people who are like a really highly high, who have high energy, you know, people with a positive energy, people with high energy, not people, you know, not beings with a very low energy. We need to connect to people who are having high energy in general, and who makes us feel really good about ourselves, with positive people, with happy people, with optimistic people. Because the more time we spend with people who are downer, you know, we become downer, we become like that, and that's not really good for us in any way, shape or form whatsoever. So here you're gonna realize, you know, what do you need to avoid, which people and which situations, in order to be so much happier. And also, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Leonie, you know what, I like this. I like this quite a lot. This week it's going to be like a one big mind-blowing mama, because at around the end of this week again, you're going to be again like really pleased, a really big achievement when it comes to something legal, something official, something important, maybe even it's maybe to do with some kind of a court case, something really official, something really legal, something really important. You are going to have such a success with. You're gonna feel so happy, like a really, really big accomplishment. Okay, so this is to do with official matters, this is to do with legal matters, this is to do with really important matters. So another important news, another important message you are going to have at around the end of this week, but this time it's to do with something official, something legal, something important, you know, or maybe it could even be with some kind of a court case, you know what I mean. But the bottom line is, you're gonna be so happy, you're gonna be so happy, and you are instantly, this is a major accomplishment, major achievement. This is gonna put a big smile on your face, but you're also going to remember the actual person who directed you to do this in the first place, you know, who gave you this advice. You're going to remember this wonderful person, and this is somebody who you should be spending more time around. You know, that's somebody smart, you know, the person who gave you this advice in the first place, and you're going to remember this person with a big smile on your face again. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, when it comes to the last part of this week, you are going to have such a positive experience. You're going to be surrounded now this time with really nice people. You're going to be having a great time at around the end of this week, you know. So I suppose these are really people who are very close to you, you know, maybe family members or your friends or whatever, you know, but you're going to be surrounded by the people that are really, really nice, you know, people like me. No, I'm joking. No, you're going to be surrounded by the people that are really, really nice, and you're going to have such a great time, my gorgeous Leonie, and you're really going to be enjoying yourself, and you're going to be thinking like, oh my God, I didn't enjoy myself like this for absolute ages. And then there is something that you're going to find out. there is something that you're going to find out, you know, my gorgeous Leonie, there is something really precious you're going to find out. There is something really important you're going to find out. So spontaneously, a big answer to your question, something that you have been thinking about for absolute ages. And it's to do with an ongoing plan, something that you've been planning, something that you have been thinking about. You know, there is a big question that is going to be answered. You really are going to feel like, oh my God, I really am at the right place at the right time. I never asked about this anybody, and there are people over there talking about something that has been bothering me for absolute ages, something that I've been contemplating for absolute ages, and it's to do with planning, it's to do with your future. And there is a big question that is going to be answered, you know, and you are gonna make such an important step within the next 2 or 3 days. And this is what I need to stress. It's to do with an ongoing plan for the future, something that was missing. It's about to come out to the surface, come to the surface, and that in itself is going to answer your big question as well. Oh, which step do you need to make, like, kind of next, you know, and which big step do you need to make next, and how you're going to do this. And now you're going to do this within the next 2 or 3 days. And I need to stress this, that first of all, you're not going to have a good experience. Something is going to happen, and it's going to be really unpleasant experience, but you must not allow this to put you off, because the second time, when you do this again, you're going to have some kind of other option or something like that. The second time you're going to do it again, this particular step, and then it's something really absolutely mind-blowing. It's going to happen. Mind-blowing experience. You will instantly know, you will instantly find this victorious. You will instantly know that you did the right thing, because the second time when you do that, then not only this is going to be victorious, but things are going to happen completely differently. There are different things that are going to happen, there are different things that are going to unfold, and there are going to be major possibilities revealed, you know, when it comes to this particular plan. And when you become aware of these major possibilities, oh my God, you're gonna feel your life is just about to begin. Seriously, that's exactly how you're gonna feel. Very, very excited. So now, my gorgeous Leonie, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm gonna see what's gonna be your tarot card of the week. Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm gonna see what's gonna be your tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Leonie. I'm just gonna see what's gonna be your tarot card of the week. Oh, you see this? Oh, do you know what? This is like so important to mention. Okay, something like kind of a little bit negative is going to happen. Please don't get me wrong. Something a little bit negative is going to happen, an unexpected experience which is going to shake you up, but it's going to remind you of your health. Okay, this negative little bit of a negative experience that you are going to have, something unexpected is going to happen, and you're going to be reminded of your own health. You're going to start to take your health very, very seriously. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's going to be shown to you. The way is going to be shown. What you must not be doing, what you must not do, what you must not take, what you need to get rid of, what you need to cut out of your life, what you need to cut out of your diet in order to be much, much healthier. So this is going to reflect on you in the best possible way. So whichever negative situation is going to happen, nothing bad is going to happen to you, but you need to see this as a blessing in disguise, because it's going to point you towards the right direction, and you're going to start taking your health extremely, extremely seriously. It really is to do with things that you already have been aware of, my gorgeous Leonie, but just now only now you're going to start doing something about it. So this is literally blessing in disguise. So the more you take care of your body, mind and spirit, the more happier and more exciting, you know, your life is going to be. Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm so excited to finally share something I've poured a lot of intention into. I've created the Ritual Mug collection 3 absolutely beautiful mugs designed for your sacred mornings, tarot sessions and daily rituals. First up is the High Priestess Brew, which is perfect for connecting with your intuition and centering your energy before a reading. Then there is a full moon fuel, a lunar inspired mug for aligning your energy with the moon's cycles. And for those powerful go-getter mornings, there is Sip Your Strength, designed to help you step into your courage and purpose. These aren't just mugs, they're intentional tools to bring energy and magic to your day. You can shop the full collection right now. Just tap the link in the description or click the card up here to explore all 3. Thanks so much for supporting what I create, and I can't wait to see which one calls to you. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.